What's happening, people? We're here at E3 live with Sweet Patch TV, and I've got the man, the one and only, Marius. Do you have anything to say to your viewership?
Welcome to E3.
And I actually want to do a quick interview, and a lot of people ask, man, how did he get there? How did he get the dream job? A lot of people would love to work for EA and have any kind of impact on their favorite title. So can you kind of piece it together for us?
It's a really long story, man, but the short version is I dropped out of school when I was 14, and I just made YouTube videos. I played FIFA, did some cool stuff, and I showed it to the internet, and they liked it. My channel kept growing, and EA found it and said, hey, you know what? How about we get this guy a job? And yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it's really fun. Pretty surreal to be here right now, and yeah, just enjoying it.
It's an incredible story, and for everyone who doesn't know, where are you from? You know, give them a little bit of history lesson, where you're from, where you're about, and so forth.
Yeah, so I'm from Norway. Grew up there, and Norway's awesome. So moving to UK, moved to the UK when I was right when I turned 18. That's when I got the job. I got the job when I was 17, but I moved when I was 18. And then was there for a little bit, and then I moved to Canada, which is where I am now, and Canada's awesome as well. And it's fun to be able to move around the world and travel and see new people and new places, and obviously to play FIFA every day is not too bad either.
Norway's got great internet is the word on the street. And I want to know a little bit more about FIFA 14. What show, obviously you've had your hands on it a lot more than us, what's the most influential change, the biggest, like eye-dropping, you know, people are going to be pumped up when they play the game, and I know you're a skill move like guru, so let me know if there's anything with skill moves that's just going to pop out at you. I know they kind of revamped the system a little bit this year.
Yeah, so with skill moves, what they did is they got rid of the left trigger. So to do a skill now, you only use the right stick, and the reason for that is two things basically. One, it's easier for people because you only have to worry about one thing, not two. And the other thing is that they have the new protect the ball feature now, which is on the left trigger. So if it would confuse it, right? If you had everything on the left trigger. So you just use the right stick, and most of the controls are still the same. Some of them changed a little bit. I'll do a tutorial and teach you guys exactly how to do the new ones. But yeah, so for skill moves, it's virtually the same. New controls without the left trigger. What else? Oh yeah, and they have some new running variations of stuff like the heel chop, for instance. There's a new sprinting variations of it. So if you sprint and then do heel chop, you'll get a slightly different animation, which is kind of cool. You mentioned what I think is like the most influential, like the new change. I gotta say just the momentum of players now, the way they shift their weight and the plant their feet. It sounds like it's one of those things we were trying to make a trailer and show how cool this is, but it's really difficult to show just in video. It's something you gotta feel, and it makes a huge difference. The variable dribble touches as well. So the gameplay is not slower than previous FIFAs, but because of the new changes to the way they dribble and stuff, it sort of forces you to play slower, if that makes sense. So the game is not slower, but the way you play it might be, you know? At least for me, I sprint less now, because if you sprint with unless you have like a great dribbler, he's gonna sometimes kick the ball farther than maybe you want, and sometimes shorter. You know, it's like realistic, right? You can't get the perfect touch every time, and that means it's kind of risky to just keep sprinting. So it's better to sometimes jog, hold the ball, use the protect the ball feature to keep possession, and look for the pass opportunities.
And that's kind of crazy, because the first thing that I noticed, I thought the game was slower, and it might have just been some of the new implications and the body movements and the momentum that had me thinking a different way about it. And last question, a little bit of fun here. Is there any chance that we'll see any of your moves motion captured? I've seen a couple videos with you busting out some skill moves here and there, and it looks like you've got some talent. So is there any chance that anything in FIFA 14 is inspired by the legend?
I don't think I'll be putting on the mocap suit anytime soon. But it would be cool though. It'd be really fun. But yeah, at the moment, no. Maybe in the future.
And if you have any more questions for Marius, let us know below in the comment box. And thanks again for Sweet Patch. And thank you so much for giving me an interview.
Thank you.